Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It seems that tonight there is no one that want to play a match with me, so what I will do a cast where I will comment a replay from one of my recent game from 3.19 patch, so a very recent game. I have just a few replay to comment, but believe me, there is some very good one. The game I will comment tonight, it's an historical struggle. It's Space Marine against Orks, and specifically I play Orks with KuerbiskernAG, an Austrian player I met some times ago, and a good fellow. Very skilled player I'm used to play with, and we are used to have some nice game and enjoyable victories. However, we are beaten. We are also beaten sometimes, but we perform very well together. So I enjoy a lot to play with him. And by the way, we play Orks, so it's a kind of green way when when we play. The screen is plenty of green skins, very funny to see. And this match is against two Space Marine player, and one is Roadkill and the other one is Connor. Is a ranked game, so they are random player. They are army level 60 and 54, so I would say quite skilled player, or at least quite experienced, because it takes a lot of time and a lot of games to reach level 60. That I remember you is the maximum level allowed for an army. Just to pose an example, I'm playing Orks from since a couple of months, and quite regularly, and I'm at level 26, while Kirby is level 15. This has nothing to. It is not related in any way to the ranking, to the elo. It's just a measurement of how many games you played with the faction. The map is Ashes of Typhoon. It's a nice four-player map from the ranked collection, and what I could say about this map is that usually there is a surplus. In my experience, there is a surplus of power in this map, because there are a lot of power nodes as you can see, there are 6 power nodes in the map, so I don't think honestly that power denial is an effective way to fight your enemies in this match, with the noticeable exception of doing it at the very beginning of the game. I mean, if you are able to bash the enemy power nodes in the very beginning, maybe you can get to tier 2 early and have the usual advantages, but as soon as all players are at tier 2, it makes a little sense to try to bash generators, because there is a lot of power nodes in the map. So in a way or another, it's quite common for the squad to find a way to get their energy. I mean, it's not like other maps, for example, Golgotha Deeps or Cadleris, where power is critical. There is a lot of power in Ashes of Typhoon. So another thing is how quick you get your power. I mean, there is a lot of people that play very aggressively in this map, doing 3 full gem farm in the 3 power nodes, power points in the map, and this bring you to tier 2 in in a very short time, and following tier 2 you will be in tier 3 in no time. So because with 3 full gem farm you have a lot of power. Another thing I would say about this map is that usually the 2 closer player 1 and player 3, usually met at this power nodes, at this victory point, while player 2 and player 4 met at the center and the left one. I don't remember honestly where we were, which were our starting position. So let's take a look at the replay posing at the very beginning. So we have an apothecary, roadkill, and a force commander, Konar, two space marine, as I was saying before. And on the other side, we have a very strange orc, very not strange, but very how can I say, very nice orc composition did by one commando and one mech. So no war boss. The war boss is, the tank melee of the orcs is, I think, is the most common hero for orc player because it's quite straightforward. You can play in a very straightforward way, and it's not so difficult to use. I mean, it's almost a tank, so you cannot use it so bad because it's enough to throw him in between the enemy rows to make some damage. While on the other hand, Kommando and Beck are most, in my opinion, this is my opinion, are most technical heroes because you need to micromanage more and to use their power in a good way to leverage those heroes and to achieve to perform the best with those heroes. We Querby and me, the red team, we are the red team on this replay. We are at the top of the map, while the blue team, the Space Marine, are at the bottom of the map. It's quite confusing because I notice now that one of the Marines, the Force Commander, Konar, has a red a red armor and a red pattern on the army, but on the points and on the interface he is blue. So I am the blue orc with the Mekboy, while Querby is the commando knob, Roadkill is the apothecary, and the Connor is the force commander. So most likely, I do remember in detail this match because we played maybe 1 week ago, but I think we can expect Nob versus Apothecary first engagement and a mech versus Force Commander. So here we go. Let's click play and see what happened. Both me and Querby, we are going for shoot a build, while the two Space Marine are going for tactical. So quite common build for every team. Space Marine, the Force Commander, is running to the requisition point. How this what you are seeing in the chat is a continuation from a conversation with me and Querby were having in the multiplayer lobby. So a quite common conquer pattern. This, I think, this will be the first engagement. Querby shoot us against the scout. Querby goes for cover. The scout has conquered the victory point in the meanwhile, and the points are beginning to tickle in favor of our enemies. 500 for another victory point conquered by the enemy scout, so 2 points for our enemy, 0 for us. 500 against 480. So the frame rate is pitching down a little bit. I honestly don't know why. Oh, he has recovered now, it seems. My whole army is going in the center, and in this end we have the first real engagement. You see the Slaga pursuing this very lucky apothecary, 1 hit point out of 500. Very lucky apothecary, and very skilled Kirby has gone very near to a very early hero kill that is a bad thing for who suffered the kill, obviously. On the other hand, my army is conquering all the point previously conquered by Konar. Konar is coming to try to avoid me from conquering all his point. Upgraded shooter boys for me. The Mekboy is the army is falling back to the group, suppressing fire on the tactical, and Slaga against the force commander. No, Slaga is pointing for the tactical, and I force a retreat. That's good, but we are losing another engagement here. Let's see what happened. We have one tactical, one apothecary, scout with shotguns, and scout without shotguns. So we have double scout for roadkill, while assault squad under construction for Konar. But we are losing too many points because we are 500 for our enemies against 350 for us. So nice stun bomb from the Kommando, but Querby is forced to retreat once more. Slag against the Apothecary, but the Apothecary has the Sanguine Chain Sword that after the 3.18 patch has become very powerful. It has been fixed in the 3.19. I don't remember if this game is before 3.19 or after 3.19, but anyway, Sanguine Chain Sword is quite good now for Apothecary. It can it makes possible for Apothecary to engage in melee with other units. I think that was impossible before because the Apothecary is quite weak. Let's see if Assault Team against Shuta. Assault Team is a nightmare for Orks in Tier 1 because it's very difficult to cope with, because and we have to pass through Scout also, but not so many damage. So Querby has managed to capture. I capture one point, and Querby is capturing the other, so we stopped the points from bleeding in our opponent's favor. So we are 2 points for us against 1 point for the enemy, but the enemies are capturing the other point, and they are all mobbing and gathering in the center of the map. So we will we should try to fight them together, because this is it's quite common in this map to have armies fight together. We in the multiplayer slang we call it the gangbangers. I mean, 2 players that goes together all the time and leverage the fact to be together. I mean, to be 2 versus 1 anytime. This is not the case, I think, but they are together at the moment, so it will be difficult for just one of us, I mean me or Querby, to force a retreat. You see, the Assault Team is very hard to counter. This is a quite good electric armor from my mech that forced the retreat of the Scout. Electric armor used together with aggressive teleporting from the mech. It's quite funny and useful, because it's a tactic very effective against squishy and mobby races like Tyranids, or especially Tyranids and the Imperial Guard, not against Space Marine. And in my experience, there is a lot of players that are scared by the electric armor, because it's not so common to see a mech with good use of teleport and electric armor. So as soon as you teleport in the mob and start to shock your opponent with electric discharge, they retreat. They retreat to avoid the losses to the squad. In the meanwhile, we see semi-bash on our Genfar, but anyway, Querby is already at Tier 2, and I'm reaching Tier 2 too, and while our opponents are still in the process of upgrading to tier 2. So double slug to uh, try to cope with the melee force of the assault team, but as you see, as you can see, was a disaster because I lost 2 squads. This was a bad hit. And kudos to Querby that has a Weirdboy on the field, while while our opponent are not even at tier 2. So this Weirdboy is doing real damage, and in the end it was the key of this engagement, forcing scouts and the other units to retreat, so we can conquer some points, because we are suffering very much about points. We are 406 for our enemies against 250, 260 for us, so cap, try to cap all the points, and we should cap back also the points on our side. It doesn't look so good for us in this moment because we are behind in terms of territory. Let's take a look at the resources. We are uh, behind also. No, we are a little bit ahead in terms of power income. No, we are quite similar. 62 plus 62 for us and plus 65 for the enemies. Quite the same in terms of resources. We have some little advantages of being in T2, but also our enemies is coming to T2. So the match is definitely open, but it's not so easy. It doesn't look so good for us. Retreat from Querby. Wow, nice explosive shot from the Kommando. And on the other side, the first vehicle on the game is my Death Dread. I've built Death Dread and Weirdboy to shoot us and the mech. Let's see what's kind of war gear, just the electric armor. While for Querby we have the shotgun and the permanent camo. No, sorry, it's not the permanent camo, it's the energy increase. So, good job from the Weirdboy that do some nice double Weirdboy, one for Querby and one for me, that do some nice area damage, forcing the retreat. So we are finding our way. I mean, we are working well together now. We are moving together. Double Weirdboy is making his job. We are continuously forcing a retreat, and we have a vehicle in leading our army, and the enemy simply doesn't have anti-vehicle at the moment, as you can see. Uh, Apart from the power fist from the force commander, but he's far, so I think we can bash all the power farm, some collateral damage against the Death Druid. Death Druid did the final kill on the scout squad, wiping it. Razorback on the field, but there are two Weirdboy with their nice anti-armor. You see, couple of hits and bad hit from the librarian, but I think this Razorback will have a short life. Let's see. One more hit for the Razorback, one more hit, gone. We have the first anti-armor thing, the tactical with the rocket launcher, but but I think this Death Dread is risking a lot because he's in the middle of a power fist and anti-armor. He's not in a good position. Notice that he's joined attack because the Death Druid is mine, while all this is from Querby. Run with the rampage. Nice rampage. This Death Druid is fleeing away, and the retreat is covered by Querby very well. Also, this weird should run away and they shoot away. We should retreat everything now to avoid too many losses, but you saw a very nice retreat from the Death Dread, covered my ally. He saved my Death Dread, actually. So I equipped my Mekboy with the beamy death gun with the anti-vehicle. And I think in this engagement we did a great job because we destroyed the Razorback. We wiped out a scout squad. Wow, we have a sorry, a Dreadnought on the field right now. But as I was saying, in this last engagement, I think we did a great job because wow, Nob Squad for Querby on the field because we inflicted several losses to the enemy. By the way, the points is now is in our favor because we are 240 and our enemies are 120. So we need to do some more damage and to take the lead, take the initiative. But as you can see, this is unfortunate because uh, they are taking us unprepared. Ah, wow, nice warp, nice warp vomit by the Weirdboy and immediate retreat. So all of the units are stunned. Take a look at the apothecary, how he's resistant to melee damage with the sanguine chainsword, but at the end he is dead, fortunately. So Nob Squad there are Green Terminator, actually. I think they will kill also this hero. Yeah, good, double hero kill for us. Actually, double hero kill for yeah, for us against the enemies. And I think also this Dreadnought will die eventually because against Nob there is not so much to do. While the Death Druid is engaging the other units. Wow, melee special for the Dreadnought against also my mech. I think my mech will die. Yeah, this Dreadnought has so little power. It would be a shame to let him survive, but there is also this yeah, rampage for the Death Druid. Yeah, pushing the Dreadnought and making it garbage of him. Yeah, very nice rampage. Two great rampage for this Death Druid in this match. One escaping his destiny in the south engagement, and the other one killing the Dreadnought. Um, so we did a lot of damage also in this engagement to our enemies, and uh, Querby managed to keep the Nob Squad, and it is fully upgraded. I mean, now I think there is not the leader, but there are hammers and possibly the meaner and greener, so they are quite powerful. We have 2 points, they have 1, and they suffered a double hero kill. I think the apothecary has respawned, yes, he is here, and the first commander has not, as my mech did. He's still on the ground. I think I'm saving for going T3. So I'm joining the Querby army to did some half. There will be some nice engagement here. Double Weirdboy doing some area damage. My tank buster has very bad moment for me. Tank buster is not are not meant to be the disruption unit. I mean the frontline unit, but it happened to be Rocks. I don't remember if mine or for Querby, but was not Rock. Sorry, was the Foot of Gark. Foot of Gark. You can see the Foot of Gark. So it was from Querby because I'm not used to build the Foot of Gark in as the Weirdboy equipment. The suppressed Nob are still pushing those scouts, and there will be bad time for the scout. Some some friendly fire by the Weirdboy, the Nobs. Another another bash, I suppose. Now we are 150 against 62. Wow, rocks in the base. Rocks in the base. I missed them. I do remember that Querby told me #1 when I throw this rock because he followed with the knobs until the base, and as soon as the base was visible, I throw my rock. So basically, Roadkill, the apothecary, is in bad waters because he has only technical marine squad and one scout, and he's at tier 2. While, wow, Terminator for Conard, this may be an issue for us, but uh, we have a lot of units. I didn't realize this while I was gaming, while I was playing this match, but we are in a clear advantage here in terms of army. But we should pay attention because 62 to 120, but our enemies has all 3 the points, so we have little time to get those points back. So Kirby is resting me, resuscitating me, so the time is going away. 62 against 90 for our enemies, but we should cap as soon as possible all the points, or most of the points, to have the opportunity to win actually. So Kirby is managing all alone the 2 smites from the library. It's managing this engagement all alone, and there are assault terminators are very tough. I mean, I think they are the toughest infantry units of the game, and it's very difficult to find a counter. We are still 3 points for our enemies against 0 for us. It's a matter of second. I mean, we are 30 points left, so we should cap as soon as possible. I don't know why I'm not capping, because I feel I'm seeing, I'm looking at another thing and capping at the center. I think this is a misclick. Okay, I'm capping also the other point. We have just 10 points left, 8 points, 7 points, 6 points, while Kirby is fighting hard and he is making the Terminator retreating. So the counter has stopped at 62 for our enemies, 6 for us. These knobs are hitting very hard. Wow, another Terminator loss. Let's see if he can do a squad wipe, but 13 hit point. No, the knobs are suppressed, so no Terminator wipe. Kirby deserved it. This apothecary, this radical was lacking, clearly lacking at least 2 occasions. The first hero saved with 1 hit point, and those termies. Actually, the termies are from Connor, but I mean they've been lucky anyway. And now we hold all 3 3 of the points, and it will be difficult for them to capture at least 2. They need to capture 2 to stop the counter, and I think this is good game because they have no any chance to capture. 12, 10, 7, it's good game. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Good game for us. 0 to 6, quite close. Was a funny match. We did well. I mean, I think the key of this match was coping with the Space Marine mob with double Weirdboy, because it's very difficult to for Orks to counter Space Marine in Tier 1, in my opinion. I mean, when they get Assault Space Marine and a couple of tactical and so, and they can disrupt your suppression team. They are tough, they suffer so little attrition, they can bleed the hell out of you, because Orks are quite squishy. I mean, not squishy as the IG, but it's still squishy in some way. So we have been good to reach tier 2 before our enemies, and place in the field the 2 Weirdboys and the Death Druid to change the tide of the battle, because in fact the Death Druid is quite cheap, but forced our enemies to, you see, to equip a lot of anti-vehicle stuff, the power fist of the commander and 2 rocket launcher, but in the end we had just the just the death treat, so they were basically scared of our vehicles without a real reason, because we had so only the death grid, and the death grid is something like 250 requisition and 70 power. So I mean, they spent a lot of resources in anti-vehicle, and was not justified by the units in the field. Kudos to Querby that deployed a very early Nob squad, and in the end he had 2 squad. I had 1, so we were very even in terms of melee, in terms of units. We had a couple of very nice engagement. One in this area, and the other one, the one with the rampage and kill the dread here. And I think those were the 2 key moments of the battle, because we did a double hero kill in this one, and we killed a lot of unit and 1 razorback in this one, so we took the lead of the battle in those 2 engagements. We haven't the lead in the tier 1 and until this engagement, so we've been good to take the lead in terms of army and resources, and in keeping disadvantage until the end of the game. Let's take a quick look at the stats, because nobody really likes stats, but they are quite interesting sometimes. So let's say let's see what they can suggest about strategies. I'm wondering about resources, if there is a noticeable difference in terms of resources. I don't know. I think we are quite the same, and in fact we we were behind in terms of power. We had 100 power less, and behind also in terms of requisition. So, but of just couple of percentage points, so quite the same. We built the very same number of power. In terms of commander, we have outstanding Kuerbistern at level 6 with 7 commander kill. Right? Guys, that's impressive. 7 commander kill and 0 losses. On the other hand, I'm not really confident right now with the Mekboy, because as you can see, I have 0 kills and 1 losses. I think Mek is not really a killer. It's not like you see, for example, I had a lot of fun with the apothecary, with the bolter. The mastercrafted bolter of the apothecary has a very powerful ability, and I found it very useful to kill enemy commander, and also the war boss. They are quite a good killer. The Mekboy isn't, in my opinion, obviously, because it has no much DPS, has no much. He's supporting his unit. He's not meant to kill himself in first person. He is aiding others to kill the commanders. The apothecary, 5 commander losses for the apothecary, and I do remember when Theo, Wolfing Theo, told me that I lose. I have a very low commander loss count on my stats, because I was used to play APO, and the apothecary is difficult to kill. But this apothecary, we killed it 5 times, so that's good. And the first commander killed 1 commander. I think was me, because I'm the only one who died as a commander, and died 2 times. So basically, Querby killed 5 times the apothecary and 2 times the first commander, and so I'm wondering why just level 6. I mean, he should be level 10 at this point. What about the units? We have Querby and me quite near, 104 against 98, with quite similar stats and number. So that's that's all I think. Was a champion for Querby. There's was a very funny match. Wait, Aether online. Aether is answering my call to play a match. So guys, I have to salute you now. I have to say goodbye because finally I found an ally for my 2 versus 2 tonight. So hope to see you soon. Hope you enjoyed the replay and be back and feel free to post some comment. Enjoy. Find you soon on the battlefield. Bye.